Everybody knows.
Everything's great. We love everything.
An eye on the game.
Oh, no problem.
Everything is rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah, I mean, I think they do figure it out, and there's no one. It's not like. And actually,
All
two best
good.
friends, one's at Embry, one's at Colgate. So.
Oh my gosh, you gotta see it.
Stop. It's my baby. I don't talk about this.
Come on, get a quick one. Let's go. Get a quick one.
Sue, are you going out tonight? You look so pretty.
So then Sue, is your son on the field?
I'm looking, and I have my sunglasses on.
What sometimes
He is. He's on the far left, I believe. So.
Thank you. Yes, that's
Right?
him.
Oh, I see, with the dark hair. Okay.
Yes.
Straight machines, got it.
I really feel like I need like just these glasses for the field now.
Oh, I know. Well, the problem really is that the numbers on our uniforms are so small. They're really tiny.
Yeah, I think
Look at the.
I think my problem's bigger than
It doesn't have. It doesn't have anything to do with jersey numbers.
If you have any recommendations, I'm just in the process of working with the boys to pick the.
Well, last year the numbers were very small too on our school jerseys.
Okay, with the school jerseys,
There's nothing you can
I can do about that.
No.
Those are actually designed by Xander.
Oh, okay.
Those orange and blue flashy.
They were cool.
things.
I like that. I like
love
that.
them. It's just that the
It's a
numbers
shame
are
that
tiny.
those are the away uniforms. But,
Can they do like the digi camo? That's all the rage now.
you know, I think they replace them every 2 years, so you guys will be.
Oh,
Right.
all right. All right, Heather, it's on you then.
Well,
Pay
Isabel had the
attention.
same thing. No, Isabel had the same thing
Yeah.
with her latch uniform. For some reason, Mary was ordering it. They were really small numbers. Like
It's not bad if they're small, but they need a contrast. You need a stark contrast.
Practice warm-up jerseys, which is like what Max is wearing now. I don't even know who those numbers on those shirts, but it doesn't matter because it's good. And we're going to be doing game day shirts, which will be a surprise.
Oh, nice.
Something smart for them to all the school.
Yep.
So where's I was totally changing gears. So
No,
finish
no,
it.
do it.
So where's your husband? Where's he born?
My husband was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and he was raised in Rio de Janeiro.
Wow, so you're a very multilingual family.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, we speak a few languages. I speak a few languages poorly. Everyone else speaks many languages well. You can take after my husband that's the linguist. He's always very generous about it and tells me, you know, you just need to be understood.
Well,
That's my
I'm
mother.
very sad that our neighbors just moved for like 18 years. They just moved. But the family moving in is from Chappaqua. They're younger kids, and he's Colombian and she's French, and they love soccer. So I'm kind of like, that's fun.
Perfect. They can come to Mayo's because
Their
that's all
last name is Paez. Their kids are like 7 and 10 or something. Yeah, so
No,
like, you know.
no chance.
But they're moving from Stornoway over to next door to us.
Who were your neighbors that moved?
The Rotmans? You know, Debbie Rotman? Yeah, they're moving
Jamie,
to Fairfield.
Isabel's friend with Jamie. Did you see the picture they posted
I
with their?
did. I was, you know, they moved on Wednesday. I was hanging out at the house. Oh, well done, boys.
right off the They have game today. They're impressive. Oh, look at poor Pat's in goal.
That's Patrick in goal, right?
Teddy's at camp. Yeah.
Where is Teddy?
He's at camp.
Talking about.
Oh, I know Jackson's in the Hamptons. I was going to offer to go pick him up. Oh. Yeah, we're just joking. I suppose he's still there. He was there earlier.
I told Matthew we should go in the golf. He's a good goal.
Yeah, and he's got that wingspan, which is useful.
Right.
I'm sure they'll switch it out. Do we have subs? Looks like we have 2 subs.
Looks like that. That's distance vision again.
I don't think we had any on Wednesday.
That's what Matthew said.
Yeah.
I don't know where Johnny is. He was here on Well, we'd be done today if it were the rain out.
Is this the last game?
No, because we...
No, they play Sunday too.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a matter of
They're
five.
playing on Sunday?
Yeah, this is Well, either way, it's a third. There's a third place game at 5:30, and the championship game's at 6:45. So there is a game.
Beach with me now. He's not.
Well, we would
Stay home with
appreciate
Daddy.
him.
Just make sure you're back by 5 o'clock. That's all.
No, we were going to stay till Monday. There's no way he would miss. He won't miss.
That's nice to have. So is he home from camp for this, or...?
No, he doesn't go to kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was home. Oh, he's been home all summer.
I know some boys have been going to ID camp, so...
Oh, yeah, no, he went to the #1 soccer camp with a bunch of the boys. Sam was there too, Nikki was there. And
Did they enjoy it?
this year, Matthew didn't like it as much.
No,
How did
Nikki
you like
Nikki didn't go.
Montana?
Nikki
How did
didn't
you
Nikki,
like
Nikki didn't go. No, he didn't go.
How's the
Well,
answer?
Good.
He's good. He's
I'm glad.
home.
I mean,
He's
it should
home.
be
He
a
just
really
finished
good
his
Tell him I said
last
that.
day of
Tell
work.
him I was there.
I will tell you.
He's working. I can't.
Oh, he's working hard. 2 men in a truck. He's moving. A moving company.
So,
Yeah.
and
He's
we
lifting.
Feel.
Certainly does. I thought the same thing.
Attaboy,
Believe me,
Matthew.
they were working him hard.
Tell him I said that.
I will. I will. Oh,
They
yeah.
weren't as worn out. I mean, they literally looked like liquid pouring out of the bus last
Yeah, he was working hard.
So I was
It was
impressed.
a good job.
And then they had to come and play that game. I don't know if same game.
It's in Millwood,
That was all.
across from
Patrick.
where the Millwood Lumber store
Yes.
is. Okay, so right there's this little sign, and Peter Busek was driving by,
Oh,
and he
okay.
said, they're hiring, so let's go, and they work together. So the two of them were all summer. So Andrew went in today to pick up his last paper. They gave him
So many head offices. That's
bonus.
where my kids were born.
Who does that? You know, that's amazing. And they gave him a little box with a
Remember little
mug.
bits.
I know.
Oh, nice.
And here's
Nice.
like, those so
Hopefully he's taking mom and dad out for dinner.
Yeah, you know what he does? He's been cooking. He'll make that's even better.
I have to tell you, it's crazy. I mean, it's nice. It's really comforting. We can't go back to work.
Yeah, and he worked every day except Sunday.
Really? Good for him.
Saturday, then he kept him
Okay, good.
very
Let 'em-
honest.
While they're young, that's good.
Retired.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like,
itself. I just remember the
yeah,
lake. And I
but
remember
just
being there
note
like
to
on
self,
like
it's a
Sunday
good
with,
job
like,
for a
ice
young
cream
person.
Vendors and just all this activity
You know,
around
so
it.
it worked out well.
I know it's funny. I also have, I guess just things are different and striking. You remember other memories get attached. So I have memories of things that aren't really specific to Switzerland that are from that era. So
Absolutely.
Bobby Kennedy's death.
I can't see that far. I don't know.
I remember Max Factor being really big. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, it's either 5:30 or 6:45.
Like weird little things. But
So, how long did you live there?
just a year and a half.
Okay.
But it really changed a lot for me because, for example, they didn't have kindergarten there.
And you were how old?
I was 5 and 6. So
But that's wonderful because, I mean, just hearing languages at that age
Yeah.
is so
This is
So I
Ossining,
went
the
from,
Maroon team. They had two
nursery
teams.
school here into
Yeah.
first grade there because
Yeah.
there was no kindergarten.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah, we only beat them by 1 goal.
because mommy's not
Right.
working.
I
Just
think it was our first. No, no school.
that they don't have
Well, yeah,
kindergarten.
because until
Oh.
there's still
No, we
there's
don't
no
know. We're
school
gonna-
on
we're gonna rotate
Wednesday,
goalies
but
again.
there is
Teddy's
school
a
on
camp.
Saturdays, and that's where you see so many grandparents looking after kids in Switzerland.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice. And then whereabouts in France did you live?
France, that was my junior year in college. I
Oh,
lived
okay.
in Aix-en-Provence.
Aix-en-Provence? Nice.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. I was impressed watching them on Wednesday. I mean, it's a whole mix of kids. I mean, they're not playing together on the field in the season, but there were so many one-touch passes.
Yeah.
Sort of got some soccer players here. For sure.
Definitely, it's nice.
Go, Bird, go!
Yeah, so yeah, some of those went to the snow.
I don't know that kid.
It's in
Attaboy, Pat. Yeah. Yeah, they'll have a line judge and somebody else out on the field.
And this year, they moved up to the next level. which
Come on,
is
Matt.
college
Go,
or something
Nikki.
like that. I don't know, and Matt was going to that good. They didn't
Oh,
They just said they didn't play enough. There was a lot of some training of how to run and nutritional training.
Okay.
And it was like, you know, so it was also very, very hot.
Come on, spread out, fellas.
And then he went to Buffalo. I don't know, he hasn't done anything
No,
else.
it's just brutal. They did well, I think. Maxie said that there were a lot of new kids there, and overall, it's just
It's good to be together.
it's still a family. Like it's a family with some new members, you know? Which is nice. I think that.
Nicky, go Nick.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Do that.
but
It's summer. It's summer.
yeah, a lot of the boys are like games, and there's
Yes. This is the only game tonight, right? Michael was asking me. thought there were 2 games tonight. This is it.
No,
I have no
there's
idea. Apparently not.
Okay.
Honestly, because I had this in my calendar, and then because I never heard anything, I removed it from my calendar this week. Like, oh, there must be no game. I never heard anything. And then Sam today was like,
I hear it about 4 o'clock on the day of the game. So Danny.
Get in. Oh, almost.
This is a much faster game than I feel like high school soccer is getting. We have so many soccer players. It's like soccer players, not just great athletes, but soccer players at school. That I feel like watching high school soccer gets progressively more entertaining.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Not so many of those long balls.
Right.
I'm going to savor every minute.
Yeah, you definitely
I'm already
should.
getting tearful.
It's a lot of fun.
But we still have the club season, but it's not the same.
It is different. It is different.
It's not the
There's
same.
something that's playing for your school.
Oh,
Yes! Nice.
boys!
Nice.
Beautiful.
No,
There's a
the
header
boy
by
in the
Danny.
orange
I don't
shorts.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know
Jack
who's in
to
the.
Danny, I think looks like.
Okay, that's
That's
Danny.
Jack to Danny.
Got it.
Very nice.
I can't see them, but I know their gait and their
Yeah.
yes. And I saw Danny get out of the car in his orange shorts.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh no, it was Max. Max or Jack?
I can't say. Nope.
I think it's Jack.
I was talking to their daughter played a lot of sports at Greenland, and then she went on to college, and she was going to be playing softball in college. And then she started all the training.
Right.
And softball's in the spring. And she called
Go, Nick.
right before the season started. I can't get classes. I can't. It's really the 7th semester started.
Come on, use some skill. Don't just dish.
Well, and then schedule, and you get on the bus and you miss
You're away,
classes.
and then this is D3 too. And I remember the guy
Still
was
have to travel to
he
games.
said, of course, we're doing this for the reasons I had to see it. Because it had been all right it's tough.
Well, my son unfortunately showed too much maturity at this point because he was already figuring that out. But we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. He's got the rest of his summer to decide.
Right. And the thing is with D3, you go and you're not obligated to play. And she had every intention of playing. Every intention. And then she was like, she had done all the workouts and the season.
what's that thing about not being obligated?
D3. Yeah, you don't have like a scholarship or anything.
Oh.
So, you may have connected with the coach and, I guess you could be.
Sure you can.
But it's not an athletic sport?
No, there is no athletics.
Not in D3.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's like they try to give you like
They'll
an
help you get
academic.
in.
Okay.
Like,
Right, like they want you there, but
Yeah.
So all these kids that are gunning to play sports and dates, just they're hoping it helps them maybe get into a school that they otherwise wouldn't get. Oh, I see.
Right, or even if they're qualified to go to the school, but this helps them connect with somebody at the
Rounds
school.
out their CV.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It helps you see, like, do I like this place? Can I see myself here? Yeah, so there's no obligation.
Oh, okay. I don't know much about the American sport. I mean, I hear a lot. But
Right.
So these kids that have committed to, I suppose they only
Like
commit to the
Sander.
D1.
Like Sander. He got into Swarthmore early, and he committed there, but he's under no obligation to play on the team. It's not like, anything will happen if he decides, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I think Max is because obviously everyone he knows is in the soccer part
Yes,
as well.
of
Not
course, of
most
course.
of it. I
His
mean,
club team and all that
yeah.
stuff.
So I think in many cases, I guess he explained to me maybe you need, a 3.8 for this school, but
Right, there's a whole thing.
athlete, maybe it's a couple points less. And that's
Right. There's some sort of point system with like the NESPEC schools and Ivy League schools and something like that.
So
That they've all agreed upon.
right. Oh,
So that they
said
don't,
that.
so that they balance each other in their conference.
Right. Okay. So
To keep at, the one team in schools
I
and
have to
coaching
say it's
all these
been way
kids.
too easy for us, this whole college thing.
It
We've
should be.
We've opted out of all of it.
Yeah,
They'll have enough stress about grad school. They don't have to stress about
No, for me it was just, there are these deadlines. You have to make sure you get the stuff in. That's it. Otherwise, it's fun.
I know a lot of the kids at the club, the sports, it's really
It is a big job.
a lot of communication,
Yes.
schools,
Coordinating meeting and I know.
and a lot of
Somebody help them navigate that.
yes, yes, very big promises
Wow.
and big
Money.
costs.
Yeah. I'm sure that's a whole industry.
You know, not like a couple of $1,000.
No. If you,
But I don't know. I see way too often. I'm sure I've seen way too often.
Get it out. Oh, all right.
Very vague lines, trying to figure out whose ambition are we trying to really fulfill here. And that's my only, not that it's my concern, but that's my only thing. And I see it this year with some of my sister's friends, and it makes me sad because, these kids need to have the space to figure out what their dreams and their passions are, and, get all the support they can to reach them. That's my only. There's so much noise.
And that's nothing new,
No, it's
I remember
but it's a reality.
you hear like parents were like, oh, like their son has wanted to go to their like Ivy alma mater since they were like 3. And you're like, really? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they've just always really been going.
3 years old.
I know.
And I remember there was a friend of mine whose son did not get into Good
job, Sam.
That's it.
but got into so
I mean, like, yeah.
like it was like a shameful thing. I'm like,
You know what's interesting though? I mean, if I'm really not going to be cynical, and I know it's not fair for me to be critical, but maybe one of the reasons there's so much noise around college is it's so expensive.
you see?
You're at when you leave school's free.
So why do you think that makes it?
Because the stakes are higher for the families. It costs them, a couple $100,000 to get their
Right.
kids to undergrad.
Right.
Well, it's
They
not a
don't
game; it's a
care.
reality.
But I'm saying, like, they don't care.
Oh, no,
if
they
you've done a
care.
club and all this stuff. They just, your scores, you're done. It's like the New York City.
No, but I think, that's why. I think that the parents, I mean, there are, and
Yeah, it's mine.
families struggle, and they graduate with debt. It's serious business. It affects families for an entire generation.
It's very interesting. So I think that's a lot of it. And through I think it's just reasons, but and I just think of, prices that is asset going to private school. If you have to always get to do it, it's having an overvalued, home. And I never, because to me I've always been like, no matter what, education is most important thing. But
Nice.
That's it. Good job.
It's one of the most important things, but I don't think the obvious choice is always most expensive. I mean, I say that, but my kids, the first time that they went to public schools when here, they've always been in private school. So,
Nick, win that.
So we've seen both, but I couldn't just. For us, it was a cultural. Good job, Maxie. It was a cultural thing because I wanted to experience an American suburban community. The school options are terrific. It was the best choice for them here. It wasn't the best choice for them.
Come on.
Very important. The schools are terrific.
Nice. Attaboy, guy.
And it's really nice.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right. See you later.
Sienna,
I'll text you.
she enjoyed it. My son can see.
I will.
It's hilarious.
what I find sort of ironic is like I know
That's
there's
why she
kids
loves
who like
McGill
go
so
to
much.
Akron, it's like there's a lot more diversity there than there is at our public schools. You know what I mean? So we kind of might as well, in some respects, we might as well be a private school.
But something brings them together. Oh no, there's no question. But something brings them together. It's good to do that. common values. Experiences.
Tim Miles.
Good job, Miles. Is that Miles?
Yep.
Good job, Max. No. Well, I think that's what makes it different here. I think the intensity is, I mean, England's getting pretty great, but see, there's not so much guesswork in Europe. The kids, even in high school in Switzerland, they're already channeled. Yeah, sure.
Nice, Matthew.
They don't, it's really not good. I mean, if you have a kid that's been listening to their 12
We can't put back on track.
it's not on track. It's
Good call.
not available.
Good call.
So they either go vocational kind of, or they go, and our friends, that's done.
Come on, Matt, drive it.
And our friends in Europe, when they started college, so all Sienna's friends are not in England, but in Switzerland. They go to university, they go to medical school. So that's like,
There's a
18.
purpose for their,
And it's an 8-year thing.
I tell you, for all the
Very
that we
different.
pay, we try to educate everyone in the U.S. Public education, we buy public education for everyone. And
Well, it's still not accessible to everyone, but yes.
no, I'm talking about elementary to
Oh,
high
terrific.
School. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
There
it's
is a school in your community. They vary in terms of quality, but there is a school in every community, and people are given the opportunity to go.
It's like that in most of the developed world. I think
Yeah.
what other countries
But the whole tracking thing.
that's crazy.
Right.
I think that's France and Switzerland. I think the rest of the world would probably argue because all the schools here. They could. But I think what all the documents is there's such a disparity in quality in the schools. That yes, it's a little, but they might as well.
But here's the thing, if you take all these studies that say we're falling behind, we are measuring everybody competing against countries where only the very best
They've already
students
separated.
take the test.
Very
So if
true.
you took the very best students here, like in many places, we'd do just as well.
I mean, and there are massive countries like India and China where students are educated at all. So you're only behind. But yeah, I mean, there's a long way. It's such an important thing.
Right.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, definitely.
It's such a
Good work, Max.
trust, you know, with kids. There's no, you can't be too involved. Too much other to say.
Well, it was so funny when we,
And I know you're very involved.
no, I'm thinking with the college search stuff, I remember with my older stuff, going, it's like,
I know, right? I know. Yeah, no, no, it's true.
Settle, and go.
Nice ball, Matt. There's so many choices too. It's crazy. I come from Canada, so we have a 10th of grade.
Yeah.
There's like 4 big.
you have a great university system.
There's a great, but there are, McGill and U of T. They're world class, and the others compete in some programs. And now to get into the both from Canada,
It's where your daughter is.
yeah.
My niece went there.
So, and it's getting so crazy from the States as well. The arts program isn't so hard, but, like environmental sciences.
She graduated
With science.
physics.
That's what Sienna, so Sienna's the other science, it's the biomed sciences.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what computer and physical sciences as well. But you apply to each faculty, it's like a completely different application. So, and the standards are completely different.
So none of that freaked her out.
Same with Sienna. But it's becoming so crazy competitive, like even though for the Canadian kids, they're 50 and better, really good training. They need like a 97 average in the top 3.
Nice.
And
You know, I don't know if this is a relation to Canada or not, but I know that I remember, a few years back when my kids were first looking, I wasn't really even interested in the local UC schools because at the time, like Berkeley, for example, we had other friends whose kids were there, like, couldn't finish in 4 years because the classes weren't being offered because the budget pressures were so severe. And how they're dealing with that is always a disaster. And how they're dealing with that now is they're taking many more out-of-state
Say a lot more.
students. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know,
How that's
it's helping them. It's helping their, hiring.
but it's great because we're paying. It changed the experience for sure. Sienna has a very good friend from LA at school. What a great. So they named their daughter Wallace. W-A-L-L-I-S? No, it's A-C-E actually.
Really?
Yeah. I have no idea what they have. So they call her but she's very Cali. Yeah, she's very. And it's amazing because you go to this school.
Isabel has a friend.
I think it's neat though too, like you were saying, Sue, that you're sort of doing much about, the landscaping of schools, and I knew less. And then when her friends started looking, she quickly decided what she wanted. When her friends started looking, we went to schools and we talked about them more. All the friends came over and I realized it's so weird. There's these little pockets like Emory. Every one at Emory is from here, but it's in Atlanta. Like, what is that?
Yes,
And then I heard about schools like, what's it called?
The boy Max.
Wash you.
What is that? What is that?
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah, Michael should come.
What is that? Like,
It's like Wash U, Tulane, Syracuse,
what are
Michigan.
these kids doing in Louisiana?
It's
Right? That's so funny. And they're sitting in Michigan, I knew, but I had a friend from Chicago. I actually dated a guy.
Oh, but you're saying like a school that you had never heard of before.
No,
It's just that there's like certain
It got so
pockets.
random.
They're like such,
It seems so random to me. Like, why are they going to Louisiana? You know?
and then certain schools get really hot, like, but especially if you're like Vanderbilt, it's like,
This is it, right? But like, and it's so funny because I'm like, oh, that's so adventurous. Emmy's gone down to Atlanta, and then it's like all her friends are from Long Island.
Yes. She's in the
And I think it's
sorority with
quiet.
everybody from New York.
It's a
She's
step
I know.
up. So there's all that
crazy.
stuff. So I just kind of said, whatever. Figure it out, and I just said, there's a million schools. But I think a lot of it's culture, big, small. I mean, Sienna said she didn't poke her eyes out. She was somewhere like
She wanted
which one of her best friends.
Love.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, of course.
Fits her perfectly.
She has 4,000, I
Good
think.
play. Good play.
reasonable size.
But it's in the middle of nowhere.
Wesleyan's like under
12
3,
kids,
and,
yeah.
And Overland is also like.
But it's really honestly.
No, but the thing is, no, this is the thing. Oh no, this isn't size. This is they have 4-year housing because Hamilton
nowhere else.
Hamilton is like Chapel Club,
Right.
And they have a bus to the
It's not even
Well, it's not
Chapel
new. It's and I said it's a Gordon school.
It is.
It's
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
And this is
And my friend sent me there, he loves it
Sienna
too.
right now is in Montreal with this girl.
That's
one of her two best
when
friends.
She McGill also. She said she went to boarding school. She said I don't want to go to boarding school. I want to go to a city. I want to be in a bigger place.
the cool thing about McGill is it doesn't spread out like NYU has a very strong campus culture. And everything's big. It's like the Columbia.
Yeah, no, she loved it there.
It was so. I mean, I remember
I never went there to
I
see
went with
her.
Gabby to look at it. And the whole experience, like, I'd never been to Montreal for but the campus it's so beautiful. I think, and you're right in the city. But then there's enough of this distinction, just the way the architecture is. And it's just, I was taking pictures of like the turrets and the,
Did Gabby like it, or it was
she
like
liked it a lot too. And ultimately, I mean, she definitely was definitely on the, I would say on her top
Okay.
5. The thing for her was that she thought she wanted to be this environmental policy thing. There's a separate campus where all the sciences are, for those sciences anyway.
It is
She
the
would
School
have
of Agriculture. It's 45 minutes away. It's
by
on the
bus,
McDaniel campus.
and she would have had to be there like 3 out of the 5 days a week.
And you can tell her, because Sienna and I were actually speaking about it the other day. She said, like, literally they have their own frosh week.
So it's like a different school almost, and it felt very different
To a large extent.
because you're like in farm country. You're like
They're farming.
Yeah, they're farming.
that's not what
so
she- yeah,
there
she
was
farming
that,
there.
and then the other thing was she thought that's what she wanted to do, but
Exactly.
she wasn't certain, and of course she's already changed. And there it's a little
harder to
trying
change?
to get answers to the question of because you apply to a school.
Nice.
You apply
Who
to a
was
school
that? Was
and
Jack? That was
Yeah.
freaking nice. That was nice.
It is so outrageous. Like, so let's just say what happened with a lot of Sienna's friends is they went into. It might be coincidental, but birth order and we are like a textbook for birth order. Like kids. I have pictures of Sienna when like she was 4 and he was 2 and he walks with her hand on the bottom, like on the base of his back, like peering, just nurturing. But that's a bit hurt too. So he doesn't have to be like crazy.
And we're 4 and 5. This is on tape. John's getting Matthew and his brother. They were just doing their own thing. And we forgot about it. We didn't forget about it. Yeah. It's not that we forgot about it. We just didn't have enough time.
Your brother, right?
Well, there's not enough time to engage. So we're running. It's running around. It's good. Yeah, there are a lot of people. Pluses and minuses.
Well, and then of course, it might be the same in your house. It might be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. More than we already got it. So many people here. Yep. Just bring it. Yep. That is very true. That's why everything being very. I'm not great with structure. Someone has to come forward, someone has to get their final. Just come over. We're here, just come over. And it's harder for me to get the whole, like, making the playbook for this one at that time, and then this one at that time. I can't do it.
I've lived in way too many places to make it.
I just can't do
Can I
it.
tell you what all of you was
Say, Nick,
Good job!
Yes.
get in. Oh,
5 boys.
almost.
Yes.
Good work.
And
Good work.
I remember when she was due with her 5th, and they had 1 dog, and she had a week before her due date. And then they got another puppy.
Right, the kid's busy. Well, the
I was like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
my sister did that. And with her 4th, we would call him Puppy Boy because he was raised with puppies. So the puppy was crawling, he was crawling with the puppy, licking each other.
Well, we've all seen Peter Pan.
That was David's nickname, Puppy Boy. And I was laughing with my sister about that just the other day. I was like, remember when you got the puppy and you had your 4th baby? She's like, yeah, that was kind of crazy.
There is no formula for a happy life.
No.
That's kind of. I think that's the only risk that you run. There's such a there is such a collective complex, and I think that we do run the risk of thinking that there is only one path to happy success, and these kids, although to the rest, and I think to a lot of the world, all the kids are a type, and we all know that's not
right.
And I think sometimes the community treats them as there's always room for a little more space for individuality.
Well, I mean, absolutely. Like every now and then I get a little like with my son. I'm like, you know what? Like, so what? So he's like, he's doing a lot of studies again and politics. Went to both, do a double degree that he's finishing up, but. He did a gap year, and not because like a lot of kids do it in America. Like it's different than the European thing, which is just a common thing. A lot of times they do it because they feel like the kid needs a year to grow up. But Zach, that was Zach. Zach was
Did he have a specific interest?
What happened is he went to participate in this program called Seeds and Peace. I've never heard of it, so you've probably never heard of it. But it's a program that was started.
Like a teaching abroad thing?
No, it was started. It's a program that was started, conceived by somebody named John Wallach, who was a famous reporter of the book The Iran Contra Scandal. But anyway,
No, but I still got news where I live.
No, but this. No. I'd only heard of this though when.
No, I don't.
So anyway, it.
Nice, Nick.
It was
Nice.
conceived of as a desperate sort of means of try to deal with regions such as specifically in the Middle East. That's what they were focusing on.
So where did he
And
go?
the idea was to get kids from Palestine, Israeli Jews, Israeli Arabs, and just and then Americans who kind of subsidize everybody else, and have them camp together as teens in America at a camp. And do everything that campers do together, color war, voting, bunking together, but also having a dialogue, having conversations for an hour and a half every day about what's going on. And so
One more, Pat. Oh, almost.
Yes. be able to listen
Getting closer.
from a young age.
Come on, keep the pressure.
Like the kids that they select from that region, they're like, I've been to some of the fundraisers. They're just amazing people. Like this one woman who I went to a fundraiser in the spring. You know, I feel like she will be at the head of the UN at some time in
Any
early in her
kid
young
that's
life.
motivated to be involved in that program
Good job. I got it, JC. I got it.
to, promote understanding between the different sides.
So this woman, actually, it's Syria is not part of the program, but she heard about the program when she was a teenager and was like, I'm going to participate. And so, like, she made it happen. And she's now, like, educating kids, like, basically underground while craziness is going on.
Because she's now like 20.
She's like 28 maybe, or something like that, you know. Anyway, so my son did that, and he was so impassioned after it. He was like, I'm going to Israel, and I'm going to work with these women, period. And we were like, apply to college first, you know, and which he did. And then he deferred, and he did that.
And was it everything he hoped it would be?
Yeah. And he did it all, like he founded this organization that he
What a
wanted to-
well-spent year.
Yeah, it was. He worked for this place called the Israeli Committee Against House Demolition, which never is actually successful at doing what they set out to do, but they use it as a symbol, and that is the routine demolition of homes by the Israeli Defense Forces. So they take people on tours of the West Bank to show them how the settlements that are being built are being made possible for just a solution, blah, 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 blah. So it was very political. It was right up his alley.
Yep.
And now he's graduating this fall. It's his 5th year. It's a 5-year program at Oberlin. And, you know, he wants to perform.
Clear it out.
Yeah, he wants to, so he's graduating a semester early, but it's a long haul.
Right.
You know, because it's a 5-year. So he wants to perform.
Yeah.
He's working on an app. You know, has never done an internship. Like he's, you know, that's.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That was a heart attack. Yeah, that was a heart attack.
They're all like on these tracks, kind of. And I'm just kind of like, you know what?
Are you stressed about this? It sounds like
he's very interesting, and I guess like I'm not stressed in the sense it's not like he's like, oh, I'm floundering, I don't know what to do with myself. He's like very direct. Like, I'm not doing that, and I'm gonna
very, 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 very smart friend of ours who I respect very much. Not just for all kinds of reasons. Many years ago, his son's actually we were talking about this and had our physics school.
Push, push.
It was an English private school in Spain. So fitted tears over something that's unimportant now.
One more.
He said, life is a long distance race. And I have said that to my children so many times. And it's not about not trying hard enough to pace yourself, but there's stages like, and we know that better than your son does. So we're the ones that are because I think it's
Some of us,
I'm so
some
impressed with his
are more
choices.
stressed.
I think it's fantastic.
The woman who spoke at James's college graduation, she was great. I didn't know anything about her. I didn't know anything speaking. Oh, congratulations. You know, and she inspiring. This was her message. She said, I remember sitting when we were sitting on a rainy day. It was dark there, wonderful school. And she went to proceed to tell, you know, I was this, and I remember sitting in that seat thinking, oh my gosh, what the heck am I going to do now? I went home, I was depression. My parents were supportive of that. I took the whole thing to the and then I decided, you know, I'm going to go back to school and do that thing.
But that was her comfort zone.
And she went to Oxford. She was to Oxford studying in East England. She said she's a reporter now. I mean, I've got the Oxford.
She had the pieces of paper. She was also.
I mean, and she also had a passion for it and a lot of story. Lots of mini stories that were unbelievable. Thought she was going to be a great here. She said, I applied everywhere. And I finally got I was sent to my first assignment, Christmas tree lighting.
I was gonna say it's gonna be like the mini Mark got some new
She said, I must have done a great job because I got another Christmas tree lighting as a kid. I cannot believe I'm a Christmas tree lighting reporter. And she said, said, so another break happens, it doesn't go anywhere. She said, I applied to in 1990, 1994, 96, 98, 2000, 2002, 2003. She said, and then I met my husband, and I thought it would be fun. I had cut out the bio name of the people and used the same font and put my own name in there and framed it. And it was inspiration every day.
Nice job.
That's what I wanted. And I applied again in 2004, 5, 6. She said I finally got it in 2008. And then she spoke about being a woman and what it's like to be a woman bureau chief and but she said don't let your dreams die and don't be afraid. It was not happening right away.
It's so funny.
I never posted it.
One of the most inspirational
That would be raindrops.
guys with me at the school in Spain, and I remember the line. He was very but his whole point was and that's when we heard point.
And it was bad.
And
Many years of bad. And she was like, I don't know why my
and I love that line, and I tell my kids that all the time. So I'm going to make it, if they'll choose me. That's one thing we don't.
Who's there? Where's the help?
Fear of failure. We all fail. In the journey.
helps you to find what your life and what happened great.
Absolutely, and the young thing that's happening is a lot of the young people they want to be CEO tomorrow. That
He's always been interested in farming. He had a crappy internship. It didn't work.
didn't learn a lot.
Still wanted to go back. Still wanted to go back. So I was like, okay, we really want to do this. Come on, guys! It wasn't last year. He didn't have a car. He didn't have anything.
Corner.
Still want to go? Go.
Atta boy, Pat.
Do it. I'm telling you. Have you ever had fun?
Is it raining?
That's
That's all right, guys. All right, play, Anthony.
He didn't touch the ball.
He didn't touch the ball, did he?
That was our corner.
He went off with a smile in the back.
Yeah, he cried too.
That corner. I'll bet he didn't cry. I'll bet he didn't cry.
Oh my God, I got chills. And then,
Come on, Nick.
just to finish it right off.
He said I wrote a letter.
Look at the white guy.
It's all the good stuff. But
Seriously?
man,
Come
we
on,
miss him.
get out of there.
We miss him.
Where is he? Like in West
He's
Hollywood?
in, like, I don't know. I've never been doing this.
Come on, Anthony.
Nice. Atta boy.
Yeah, he's still making even such a great time. We went right for July 4th. A lot of people went on vacation.
But nice place to be in this summer.
he's chipping it away.
I don't think that was by
trying to
accident. He's easing into things.
She ripped that bandage right off. Because they didn't want to say, we should have tried this.
Oh, so this is new. This is a new movie for you.
Wait, why are you guys so together? Oh my God.
Well, not Thanksgiving, but other things.
Stay wide.
Kids.
Go, let's go!
You're right.
Hey, you're going it back!
He's going where?
Go Patrick. And sorry, what? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Of course, it's good. It's good. It's necessary. It's just like well, my baby is always saying to my husband, because my whole family still lives within like a mile of them. Now they're all 6 kids. And I said, this is your fault because if God help you, they mine run off to the corners of the world because anywhere is for them, you know. And so for me, that's a real word. I'm just wondering. Sienna, Lisa, Maxie is very great. But I have a photograph of him virtually from the time he was like 2 in every room.
Here you go. One chip.
We've ever lived. And tears dripping down his little cheeks before we knew, just to remember. So he thinks he's family. Yes, he doesn't see him at this point. Always has been.
You never know.
White picket fence and
Never know.
join the UN.
Yes, you never know.
That's my secret. One of my secret fears. I have a fear of them.
They're traveling all over.
Well, is that they
Cut! Cut! Cut!
off the different continents. You went to California?
No, it's not always their
You know.
Let's go. Finish now. Come on.
On, Austin.
It's definitive now because he moved.
And you know this,
We all come back.
but family has nothing to do with it. I am closer, and I've lived it because when I moved to Europe
Come on. Finish.
6 months after I got married.
Come on, Nick.
I've never moved back, and I'm closer with my mother, son with my sisters now over the years because I didn't take it for granted when I was right when I was so in a really weird way, and I'm not so, like I'm serious. I lived it. I had never, and they're all together, and I would arguably say to my kids are closer with my parents than
Wow, that's, I think
because I
that's,
had to make the
I think
effort.
that's
and
really
you see.
wonderful.
I think I had to make the
kind of
effort.
unusual because I would say, but then again, my family, you know, it's like, I don't know how close I would have been
Take a
even
lot
if
for
I lived
granted
home.
when it's right in front of you. Maybe.
Well, mine's not much fun because I've spent my life on the East Coast and I'm from California, everybody's from California, which isn't as far as Europe, but it might as well be because it's still
It's still a plane.
different time zones and
It's
it's
still a
you know.
plane. You know, when it's a plane. So you sit on it for 10 hours or 5 hours.
But the thing is, when you go there, you're really there and you're with them and you're staying with them 5 days ago.
It's a big effort.
Yeah,
I
and
have to
kids remember.
And every summer, I brought my kids to the lake where the whole family was, and it was my husband and I that probably suffered because he would have to, I'd be away from him for weeks at a time, and he'd have to fly from Europe for the weekend to see us. You were saying though that that's unusual. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if it's unusual. I mean, that wasn't my experience necessarily, but then again, it might not have been any different had I been closer, I mean, physically closer. I don't know. But,
Now I drove it. It's not that I was being embraced, but
Right.
I do have sisters that are virtually. And when I moved back to North America, I reminded them, you know, you have not called me in 18 years.
oh wow, okay.
No, I
Yeah,
spoke
yeah,
to them
yeah.
because I made the calls. It's
They
out
hadn't
of sight.
initiated,
Well,
yeah.
the world was much physically small.
Right.
It's out of sight, out of mind. And it used to really. And when I saw them, they'd be at the airport, you know, with banners.
Right.
But
Nice.
one with 5 sisters.
Go, Rico! There you go!
So yeah, I mean it's.
Well, that's the other thing I couldn't really
That's it, Sam.
So, you know,
Yeah, it did. It did.
Sam, so it's,
No, it reflected off of. It hit Sam and hit the other kid.
oh, it did.
Yeah.
everyone, you know.
My daughter will be very important. Keeping the six together. No, it's not a skill. It's a big burden. Sienna only has the one, and she feels the pain. I mean, she takes that responsibility. She reminds Max to, you know, call grandma. Yeah.
Pressure.
It's not a book. It
Oh.
can be, but it's not.
Let's see. See what happens.
But you know, I hate to say it, it's going to come down to are their life threatening choices to where they stay. And that's with the boys.
That's the next thing.
Typically, that's so with
seen
the
it with our
girls.
own
With the boys,
families.
it makes a big difference.
Before we've seen it with our own families.
But we all do. Everybody.
And the world, it's just so, you know, it's so, I feel like, I don't know, the world feels so like opened up, like it feels like,
Nice.
Really.
Come on, Al.
I'm saying, but it makes it easier to entertain the idea of moving somewhere else.
Yes.
Yes, you know,
No big
like,
deal. We can Skype every other
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah. No, true. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's true. No, but it is true. It is true. It'll be what it is. Let them all be well and happy, follow their passions, and we'll figure it out.
My sisters, 10 years ago, they were married. I have one sister together. And she's now a grandmother. She said it's the greatest thing.
How many grandchildren does she have?
3. And one son has 2.
That's so
and pregnant with
crazy,
3.
right?
And her other son has 1. And she said it's the greatest thing.
That
I knew I would like
relationship is
that.
something
But she's like, it's blowing
You know, if you want an idea for her, it sounded like it was probably, I happen to love Leslie Stahl from 60 Minutes, and she wrote a book recently about becoming a grandmother when it's meant to her, like maybe your sister would like that. You know? And my sister-in-law just became a grandmother like a year and a half ago. She's like, I mean, it's funny almost. I mean, she's walking around with her photo albums of her, you know, like showing anybody who will like, you know.
I think, but you know, yeah.
It's a welcome addition. It's a welcome.
Right. She was definitely, and she, you know, obviously she just said I wasn't. It's a new love. People didn't know I knew love. It's a new one, you know, and it's a powerful.
I guess it's like when you first become a parent, like you can't really imagine that you have like the capacity for that depth of love, and then you realize that it's inexhaustible no matter how many kids you have, you know. And
I remember with the second, my husband was very worried.
Those bathrooms are disgusting.
Yes, I am one of 5. That's what it's called. Do you know what this really is the struggle, because you have all the love,
all the good, none of the.
and none of the. I'm sure you bear a bit of responsibility.
That's her new latest. Beautiful.
I mean, I would say this just because I would want to be polite, but that is you want to squish that all day long.
But she smells really good.
She does, and I was never one of those big, like, she smells good.
All right, this is important.
Nice, attaboy.
Who's in there?
Ahí, Nico, parado.
Go, Danny, go, Danny.
Get Al, keep going, Al. What the hell is that?
What was that?
No card? Really?
Ahí, Justin, there you go. Eso. Wings, dogs.
That's my
Let's go.
She looks just like my nephew David, who's such a sweetie and really yeah, let's be honest. Look at this one.
Sigan, vamos.
We have a lot of boys all over.
So everybody's especially crazy about girls.
My sister has one girl, I have one girl, my brother, you know. I have 4 boys, she has 3 boys, my brother has 2 boys. So and then my sister has 2 grandsons, and then now we have Lily.
It's funny.
So all the girls, we were all like on the boat. Me, my sister, Isabella, my sister's daughter.
Really good.
Just look at her.
About 7 minutes left.
Okay,
1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot you.
Oh, there's Brett.
Golden Cup?
No, who's it Brett? Why is Brett there?
Was ours?
Right there, number 9.
No, he's not on Golden Cup.
No, that's Hastings.
My texts are no longer giving me sound.
I mean, like,
I feel like I have it on. Oh, maybe it's just too low. That's what it is. It's probably too low.
Ooh, boy. Woohoo.
wow.
It's a good cross.
Come on, Ryan, take it. Y la tapan ahí, ¿dónde se la tapan?
Miles is such a beast.
Yeah. He's Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Swallows it up.
Who is this?
That's Al.
Oh, Al. I can't remember the details. I think in France and
His mother is
she's a Jew.
yes.
I know he was at the game.
Yeah.
Serious.
I'm going to a movie straight after this. In the car.
What are you gonna see?
Captain Fantastic, yeah. With the guy.
I hear it's great.
Get in.
Yeah, he's great.
That's it.
That's her boy.
Busca zona, Fernando, vamos. Ábrete, ábrete.
Nadia sits.
Go with him, Ryan! Go! Come on, Ryan!
Is that like a tear in your turf?
Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Wow.
I wonder if
It's been like that for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
They must have ran out of glue.
every time they step on the field.
Yep, I know. You should have seen us playing back into the car. Oh, guys were doing full splits. Full splits.
The boys know where most of the pawns are and they can use it to their advantage.
Not in the spring as much. It's really. That would be good.
Well, you guys should have all those.
Yeah.
For your senior year, which is exciting. Yeah. Just playing the mud. We're going to go out and blaze it.
Yeah.
I hope they can do it that quickly. They say it's pretty. They should have September.
Oh, Matthew.
Shoot it!
What was that?
Do they expect you to do them just in one summer months? Is that what they said?
Should be almost done already. You know what?
That's what I understood, that there's a
Maybe
drainage
that's been
and
our
stuff.
excuse all these years.
There is major drainage there. It's like
Yeah.
squishy and yucky and it smells all the time over there. There are some.
And I guess the way it's going to run off into the stream that runs through there's a filtration issue, I guess. And all right, 2.5 minutes.
How long have you lived in Chuckmore? Just putting it just 65 and a half years.
And do you feel like once you guys stop college, like, do you feel like this is gone now? This is where you want to be? Or do you feel kind of like open to anything? Because
I'm quite open. I don't. The kids definitely. Maxie is worried that we're going to move next summer. And he said, "What up? These for Thanksgiving? Are you? Am I going to stay in a hotel room? Like, how does that work?" And I said, "We'll figure it out." I don't know is the answer. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, for me, I haven't connected to the community as much as I expected I would. But it is.
Vamos, es lo último cachuchazo ya, vamos, rápido.
I understand.
it's hard when your kids aren't young, so young anymore. Yeah, that's a big difference because I would say that I have a lot of
Yes! Yes! Atta boy!
All right, guys, it's all
I
right.
have
Hey.
a lot of very close friends, and we've been here a long time. But I also feel like I'm really tired of the bubble feeling. And I know anywhere you go, there's its own bubble, but this one is particularly like rigid and in ways that I really don't like, and I have less patience for than I used to. I think I didn't notice as much because I was just so focused on nesting or something, and now we're at a different stage and we've just one left, and I'm really looking around and saying like, I don't know.
It was definitely
Finish, drop!
Beautiful.